Pope's influencer. It's a fun story. An influencer who died of leukemia, the Pope has chosen as God's influencer. God's influencer. He's the first millennial saint. Look at that. Can we get a photo of this guy? You know how he died? Drinking Prime. No, but that's not true. But Pope clears sainthood for millennial known as God's influencer. Carlo Acutis, who died of leukemia in 2006, age 15, was beatified in 2020 after one miracle was attributed to him. God, here's the good news, is sending influencers. Because this is how saints, by the way, saints used to appear to people and perform miracles. You know, now the new saints are going to be influencers. You may not like it, but God's no dummy. He can't send someone in the form of like a homeless advocate, like somebody like feeding people on Skid Row. That's the old saints of yesteryear. God knows. God knows everything is about reach. It's all about reach. It's all about reach. So God is sending influencers. He's sending people with social media followings that are saints. Pope Francis has attributed a second miracle to an Italian teenager who in his short life used his computer skills to spread the Catholic faith, clearing the way for him to become the first saint of the millennial generation. He died at 15. He was informally known as God's influencer. Born in London, he grew up in Milan, where he took care of his parish website and later of a Vatican-based academy. Francis took the decision to, you know, this is nice. This is nice. But it opens the door. It opens the door. I have like allergies now because of the weather. This opens the door for the Pope, because this Pope, people don't like him because he's too liberal. People don't dislike him because he's like, I don't know, he's into hentai or whatever. I don't know. Whatever he's doing, people don't like, right? You know, he's going to start beatifying hentai stars. I don't know. But the point is, this Pope is smart. He's forward-thinking. He's opening the door. He's opening the door to more influencers. What about AI saints? Not kidding, by the way. I'm not kidding. If God made people and people made AI, can an AI person be a saint? Absolutely. And you need a Pope who thinks like that. You can't have these old school popes anymore. You need a Pope who gets it. You need a Pope who gets that we're going to have AI saints. We're going to have AI priests. Remember that AI priest who got in trouble because he was giving the weird answers? There was an AI priest who was giving weird answers. You could go to him and do confession. People were not happy about this because they weren't not liking it. But there was an AI priest, a genuine AI priest. It was an AI priest. His name was like, it was an AI chatbot named Father Justin. And people did not like it. Somebody went, "Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 3 weeks since my last confession." Father Justin, may the Lord be in your heart and help you to confess your sins with sorrow. Remember, as it says in 1 John 1:9, we confess our sins. I mean, this seems pretty good. But he did something. The AI priest did something people didn't like. I forget what it was. He did something, but it's going to happen. So I think the Pope's kind of opening the door to like, Father Justin was a hardliner on social and sexual issues. The Catholic Church teaches that masturbation is grave moral disorder. Well, he's doing what the AI priest is doing, what he should be. The AI priest also told one user it was okay to baptize a baby in Gatorade. What about baptizing a baby in Prime? I want my babies baptized in Prime, God damn it. The AI priest said it was okay to baptize a baby in Logan Paul's energy drink Prime. The baby got just enough caffeine to really... No, so here's what the God's influencer becoming a saint means. And by the way, God bless God's influencer. We're not trying to make fun of him. He did good things. I'm not saying he did bad things. But the church is basically going, this is the beginning. We're going to have other influencer saints. And then eventually, we're going to have AI saints. It's going to happen. Because they're going to do a lot. We're going to say this AI saint is spreading the word. You used to have to go and spread the gospel. You'd go to a war-torn country. You'd get a malaria. You'd go into a hut. You'd talk to all these indigenous people. You'd hand them out crosses. You'd open a Bible. You'd be sweating. There's bugs on you. And you'd go. Now, what if somebody just opens a MacBook And then the AI saint appears. Mother Teresa could do so much more if she was AI. And I know there's that whole Christopher Hitchens book, and I know a lot of people don't love her, and she was a fan of poverty more than the poor, and I get it, whatever. I'm not saying Mother Teresa was great. I'm just saying if she was AI, if any of these saints were AI, their powers to convert people, the reach is so much more. The church is going, do not look to the church to get in the way of Prague. Do not look to the church to stand between. They will applaud AI. Trust me, they will only use it for their own purposes, but they will not stand in the way of AI. Like, I know that they'll make some statements where they're like, well, it's deeply troubling, the inhuman. As soon as it's quickly becoming just a reality, like the fight against AI is becoming fruitless. Really? Like people have started to realize that. They're like, yeah, it's coming. It's coming. No one has the energy to fight against artificial intelligence. Once the church has accepted that this is just an inevitability, they will immediately start using it for their own ends. And that will mean that you have influencers who are eventually AI that will become saints. The church will start saying this AI person was a saint. It's a little scary